I am content creator Joey Garrity. I'm the founder of Superstar Women Entrepreneurs Media Network and Joey G113. I'm dedicated to empowering women entrepreneurs to create a beautiful personal and professional lifestyle by spotlighting superstar tools, tips, and resources that gain them ease and grace. Every episode, myself, along with a featured guest, share our Superstar Women Entrepreneurs journey on my globally recognized show, Superstar Women Entrepreneurs Spotlight with Joey. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Superstar Women Entrepreneurs with Joey. I'm content creator Joey Garrity. You can find out more about me at joeyg113.com, about my products, my services, and my books and more. I've got an incredible guest on today. Her name is Caren Glasser. We've been friends for a very long time. And let me tell you, she is a diva, like tech diva. She's always like, I just was talking to her and she's like, wait till you learn about this new technology. And I'm like, yeah, sister. So she's very generous too with her information. She's the reason I got started in live streaming in the first place because she encouraged me and she's just such a dear friend. I want to tell you a little bit about her because she is a superstar. Caren Glasser brings nearly 5 decades of performance and production experience, named one of the 5 top live streamers online host in the world. Hello. She continues to innovate with her live stream arena, and her shows have garnered over 2 million views. I mean, is that incredible or what? 2 million views. I was like, I had to have her on the show. So I'm going to bring her up from the green room right now.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Oh my God, it's such a pleasure. And you are, I'm telling you, you are the video guru. Before we get going, I just want to talk a little bit about swag. I know you and I love ourselves some swag. I got some swag. I like anything red carpet, and swag is one of my favorite. This is I just love this little pouch for the summer and how pink it is, which is like, I mean, I'm obsessed with pink right now, clearly. And also, too, some of my favorite product is Clinique. I love Clinique, and this is a scrub I use on my face and also a moisturizer. So how you get to win this, y'all, is you just comment in the comment section. I put you into a drawing, and then I will mail it to you. Yay. So yay! So thank you for joining me on the red carpet, sister.
My pleasure. I'm excited to be here. It's been a while.
It has been a while. It has been a while. I want to jump right in because Caren sent me something that I love. I love, love, love this. I want to show it quickly. All right, let's see. This is so good. This is so good. I love you, Caren. I asked Caren to send me some B-roll and she sent me
I think the faces of people watching this are even funnier than what I'm doing.
Oh my God, I just giggled because Caren, you're so brave. I mean, you're just so brave. You're one of the bravest people I've ever met.
I laugh every time.
Let's jump into this video and what this is really about. Oh my God, I love it. So Caren, so share with the audience what this video is about, how this came about. I think the story is brilliant. It's so good.
Well, as you said in the beginning, I've been live streaming forever. And when I turned 60 in 2016, I realized that I had spent so much time talking about being authentic and being your real self. And I had been coloring my hair since I was 30 because it grows like an inch a month. And so every 2 weeks I'd go in and put this in. And I thought, you know what? I need to be who I say I am. And so I decided to let my hair go out. And then I went, oh my goodness. Now what? I'm on camera all the time. What am I going to do? So I did the obvious thing. At least it was obvious to me. I'm going to grow it out on camera and I'm going to do that reveal. And in fact, that's what I did. And I'm laughing because I'm seeing the faces of people who are my guests, right, watching this. And they're like, what is she doing? It was so much fun.
Oh my God, that makes me cry. Yeah, it's so good. That's such a spotlight moment. Thank you for sharing that because we're the topic today is all about how you can
Right.
video can up level your business. Tell everyone what's happened since you did this.
Well, it really did change the trajectory of my career because it showed me as vulnerable. I had always been the person that was up on the stage or up on, somewhere over here. And I think there was an issue of really relating to me because I wasn't like everybody else. So they thought. Doing this, and I did a show about going to Las Vegas and literally feeling like I no longer belonged there. It was very, very difficult. And in fact, I did a show about it. And guess what? I mean, you were the one who said to me, just be yourself, just do it. And literally, my show took off. So the show was called The Little White Lie. And because we all lie about something, mine was that somehow I wouldn't get a job or people wouldn't like me if I had white hair. A lot of us go through that. And that wasn't true. Clearly, it wasn't true. So I encourage people to step out of your fear and do it anyways.
And do it on video.
Yep.
And that's what I really loved about what you were doing because you were opening doors for others to do the same. I personally, this is my 2 cents, right? I personally think there's way too much, there's over editing going on right now out there in the show world. So myself and the network, we don't edit at all.
Me neither.
We don't want, I mean, I'm like, I hope, I'm always just like, I hope that like something drops in from the sky. So the people are just like, that is real. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
because that we are the new real reality stars,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And this over editing that's going on out there. It's crazy.
Yeah, it really is. And I agree with you 100%. I don't edit. I don't do anything. What you see is what you get. It comes out the way it is. And it's worked for me and I know it works for you.
It does. It does. I want to show a little bit of one of our first shows that we did together. This is a blast from the past. I was like, oh yeah, where was I even?
I think that this is all part of that whole age question, what we do to ourselves and what we let media tell us and we let other people tell us. So that's really the topic for today. So we're just gonna go right into the subject. Let's talk about I'm just going to find this right now. There are 4 things that we're going to talk about when we talk about what does age look like, right?
Yes.
So first,
yes, sister, what does age look like? So we did a whole show on what age looks like, right? Because again, it was leveraging, pushing off of that video component of yours of going gray online.
Right, exactly.
And I'm telling you, it did take your business to a whole other level.
It did. And it's funny because if you look at social media today, it's specifically Instagram, but across social media, there's a whole bunch of what we call the influencers that are of a certain age, my age, I'm now whatever how old I am, 66, who are influencers. Literally in the pro age, we don't say anti-age because anti-age means you're dead. So, pro age is what we say. And there are a ton of influencers that are literally out there saying, I'm this old. I dare you, literally, I dare you to call me old and to tell me that I can't do something. So I kind of feel like I maybe started a little bit of this. I won't be so naive as to say I started the whole thing. I didn't. But I think that I pushed people along because if Caren can do it, maybe I can do it too. And we're seeing a lot of people.
You were definitely part of a movement because that's when we started seeing the models were coming out gray. Right. They were actually talking to you and they were telling you that they were getting more jobs.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I was like, this is crazy.
It is. I was fortunate. I interviewed Cindy Joseph right before she passed away. She was the creator, founder of Boom Cosmetics. And she started the whole pro age world. I mean, she is one of the beginners in this whole pro age thing. And she's the one who said it. Don't say you're anti-age, because if you say you're anti-age, you're dead. So I'm stealing that from her. But she was amazing. And she literally started modeling when she was 60 years old. A gray-haired model. So if I did anything to help people out there, then I'm thrilled.
Well, you helped me because I didn't want to get on lives.
Right.
Right. And you're like, just do it. And I was like, oh, I don't know. I don't that, you know, I was so caught up in my looks and all of that crazy. And you're like, get over it. Best decision ever. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're
We
welcome.
started doing some lives together. And then I was like, no, this is fun. There's a reason to do this. And I'm telling you, I want to share my, the shows. There's not, it's the ultimate business card.
It is.
There's not a faster way to build your influence, in my opinion,
Agreed.
than video.
Agreed. The people that I work with, my clients, my podcast hosts, the people that I work with, I tell them that you have to do video first. It doesn't matter if you ultimately are going to do a podcast as audio. You still need the video. Why? Because you can grab clips from it. Why? Because you can grab all sorts of really cool things. Or you might say, you know what? It's a really good show. I'm going to put it up as a video. So I always say start with video.
I do too. And I read an article yesterday that said that the average American is watching between 80 and 120 minutes of video a day.
Whoa.
A day.
They need
the average American. And I was like, we are so right there. Now, the other reason too that I wanted to jump in this game is because I saw how on some of the other platforms, how not just the algorithms have changed, but people have been on them for so long that they kind of, that real estate was kind of taken, right?
Right.
But not this yet.
No, and you know, we talk about search engine optimization, which in normal world, it just means how do people find you? And what do you do to your video or your audio to get found? And so I don't know if your viewers know, but the #1 search engine is Google. Yes. The #2 search engine is YouTube. Guess who owns YouTube?
Yes.
Google. And when you go search on Google, what shows up first in the search? Videos. And if it happens to be a YouTube video, guess what? You're going to be up at the very top because it's Google. So it seems like a no-brainer, right? You just need to do it.
Well, Caren, you're rolling out the red carpet for people right now because you don't know what you don't know, and you can't connect the dots until someone like yourself shares on this level, right? About up-leveling your business with video, right? The other thing too is, and this is just my 2 cents, is I'm telling people out there too in my network to do how-tos.
Oh yeah.
Because that's going to get you, that bumps you to the top typically. Because why do people go to YouTube?
Well, exactly. And I think a lot of people ask the question, what am I going to talk about? What am I going to do videos about? And just what you said, but I'm going to get even more specific. Think about those 10 questions that people ask you, or 5 questions, whatever it is, all the time about what you do. How many, my mother asked me, what do you do? She still doesn't understand what I do. But the point is, all of us in all of our different jobs and things that we do, there are questions that people always ask. Why not do a video on that? Hey guys, you always asked about what I do. I'm a live streamer and this is why I do it and blah, blah, blah. So that when somebody else asks you what you do, you go, you know what? I have a video on that. And you send them the video.
Yes. Yes. As content creators, right? We are, this is the wild, wild west right now, right? But it won't be for long.
No.
Not when I read things around 80 to 120 minutes a day. Right. Yep. And also too, like yourself, right? We take our video, right? And the audio is separate anyways. And so one of my tricks out there, everyone, and please steal it, is do bumper videos and do a voice over on top of it. Right. So when you start your video, you have that. So when you get your audio, you don't have to edit and it becomes an organic podcast.
Exactly.
It's and do an intro anyways. Do an intro and outer bumper anyways. It's fantastic in order to brand the shows.
Right. And for those who say, I don't know how to do any of that, that's why there's a Fiverr. That's why there are people out there that will do things.
Well, that's why there's Caren.
Oh, well.
I have your services and that I'm crawling those. And also too, there'll be, you all just go to Caren.
Right. Again, yes. Come to me. Come to me.
She tell you you're the best producer. Because you know, and she's so on the cutting edge. It's like crazy, Caren. Every time I talk to you, I learn something new. It's amazing. I want to show, I think this show is so cool what you're doing with your son. I want to, I want to show this. I want people to see what you guys are up to. It's very interesting. And another thing too, guys, your show, it can be whatever you're passionate about. It could be to help other people out there with health, with their health.
Which is why
Okay.
I did this show, because my
Yes.
son suffers from. Hello, everyone. Caren Glasser here, and welcome to Minding Your Mental Health. I'm here with my co-host and son, Rob Glasser. We talk about how a changing world affects our day-to-day and what you can do to make life just a little easier. Today, we have a fun topic. It's called Pets at Work. So, what do we have?
We have pets at work. So this is a fun one. I think we've talked about a little bit before, talking about the new age of bringing your animals to work, or if you work at home, your animals are already with you.
And you know what I love about this too? I love that you put your guys' image there. It's so cute. He's the best. I adore your son.
And
He's awesome.
And we're doing it. We did it for a couple of reasons. You know, for me to have a really good relationship with my son, which has been amazing. And also because he himself suffers from mental illness. I have my own, demons. And what better way to get that message out than to be vulnerable again, to talk about those things that mean something to us, because other people will say, well, you know what, she can talk about it. He can talk about it. Maybe I can talk about it.
Yeah, it's really important. It's such an important topic that needs to be talked about. What I love is that you're doing it as a mom and a son, and you guys are having these real authentic conversations around listen, it's wide and vast out there what's happening right now. Right? It needs to be talked about. Right? And not just that, but you're not just talking about that, but you're talking about solution-based.
Right. At the end of every show, we let people know where they can go to get resources. The fact that 988 is the new short code for those who are in distress and need to get help immediately. So we literally are giving people resources at the end who get triggered literally by watching the show, believe it or not.
Oh, yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
Right. Because, and I've been watching some reality shows where they're also tackling this topic, which I think is so important. People, they're like, listen, I suffer from anxiety. I suffer from depression. I have anxiety attacks. And I'm like, bravo to you that you're talking about this, because the young ones are looking up to you and they're like, well, if she has that, then I'm not crazy.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
But you got to, you got to be confident in yourself to do something like that. Because you really are putting yourself on the line. And as we all know, there are trolls out there and there are people that are negative. And so you always have to keep your eye out for that. But I think the positive so outweighs the negative of doing stuff like this.
I know it does. It takes courage. It takes courage. It does. I think sometimes there's a misconception a little bit about you, myself, and that people think that we just have like endless confidence and like this is just so easy for us. And I'm like, no.
We're both introverts. We are both introverts. When you say that and I say that, I know how people respond. Yeah, right. You're on camera all the time. How can you be an introvert?
Yeah. I'm like, and not just that, it's very vulnerable to put ourselves on video and authentically. I got off a show last week and I literally was like, maybe I shared too much. Like I was like, whoa. But then I was like, no, I want other people to know that they're not, I want people to know they're not alone.
Yeah, I agree.
I want people to know that we all have struggles and how, and it's tough sometimes.
Yeah.
Right? It's tough sometimes.
Agreed. We all have struggles.
Exactly. Well, I love and adore you.
Right back at you, my friend.
You know that I do. You all reach out to Caren Glasser. I'll put the link in the comment section as well, because she will reach right back. She'll reach right back, and up-level your business with video. Right. Just do it. And yes, it takes courage. It does take courage. But look what happened for Caren. She literally went gray online, and her business, it was like it was crazy what happened.
It was.
It was crazy. Like, I was just like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, all these people were reaching out to you, were getting bigger people on your shows.
Right.
Like it was part of this huge movement.
It was. And I mean, from that I became the executive producer for a company called Vitalcy, which is all about the peak stage. And we had some major entertainers and sports people that came on those shows. I feel like I have the best job in the world. It's not even a job. I get to go to work every morning in my office and sit on camera and talk to myself, because literally that's really what we're doing, right? I mean, we know there's an audience out there, but we're talking to ourselves. And that freaks some people out, I think, right?
I think so. I think it did, but I know in a year from now, people are going to think this is commonplace.
Right.
We really are pioneers.
Yeah.
We're still pioneers. I was just at Podfest and I was like, y'all, we're still pioneers.
Right. And you've got platforms like YouTube that are now launching a podcast platform.
Yes.
You know that? They literally now have a podcast
Yes.
platform associated with it. For those people that are still saying, I don't want to be on video, but they're on video, right? And they're doing this whole podcast thing. So if anything, it's getting bigger and bigger. It is getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah. IMDb, you can upload your podcast there now too.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's with all the stars. That's where all the movies and all the TV
we're
shows are being uploaded.
Yeah. Our shows are on Roku and Amazon Fire. I mean, you can put them anywhere at this point if you know the right things to do.
Right. And Caren can teach you and train you that, because you love producing. I know that.
It's my favorite thing to do. I mean, I love being on shows and I love having guests. You know, it's always a fun conversation, but there's something about producing that really floats my boat, because I am helping others get the visibility that they deserve. And so for me, that's the best thing ever.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love you, Caren Glasser. I love you so much. I'm going to drop you down in the green room. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being so authentic. Thank you for your amazing B-rolls that you sent to me. So good.
Thank you.
Love you, Caren.
Yeah.
Isn't she cool? So Karen's cool. I'm telling you, and she is an amazing producer. You don't want to do it? You don't have to. Go to Caren. She'll do it for you, and she'll kill it for you too. You want Caren to do it for you, for reals. I always end it like this: is your birthright to stand in your spotlight, to be your own superstar. Women entrepreneurs out there. So get out of the shadows. Get on video. Right? Just do it. Just do it. Right? It does take courage, but it's worth it. Look what's happened for Caren Glasser. Look what's happened for me. Right? And join me for another episode of Superstar Women Entrepreneur Spotlight with Joey, live next Wednesday at 8 a.m. Pacific Coast time, 10 a.m. Central time. I will see you all very soon. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. You can learn more about me, my product,